Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Before I start the video, I have a friend out there. They're going through a tough time right now. They're trying to force them to take the Pope and not honoring their request at all, to use religious purposes to get through it. So say a prayer to them, say a prayer for them, say a prayer for my friend, man. They're going through it, and I hope it gets better for them as the day goes on and goes by. But very good person, very high-spirited, very positive. That's one thing about my friend, very positive. And I hope they can get through this because, it's some BS. But you know how it is, these companies, they're trying to force you to do something against your will. And they're turning America into nothing but a dictatorship. And that's all they're doing. All they're trying to do is force us to do something against our will. That's what I'm telling you. It's going to be a civil war. It is going to be a civil war because of the forcing of taking something against your will. And it's like, look, some people may not react well to that medicine that they're giving you, but they don't care. You got these idiots out here who on YouTube who troll all day, who ain't got a life. It's crazy. So basically, it's hectic out here, man. But say a prayer for my friend, man. They're going through it. They're going through it, and just hoping for the best. Prepare for the worst and hope for the best. Wise words that was always taught to me. Now, the what if ended last night. Look, this is going to be a spoiler review. So if you haven't seen it, take your ass on somewhere, because I don't want to hear you talking about, man, you spoiling it. You damn right. This is rotten milk over here when it comes to the movies or whatever. I barely get to see anything. So now, let's focus. Let's focus on the task at hand. Now, last night, we saw the continuation of the What If series. Now, the watcher basically broke an oath. He basically went to each multiverse and got some of the strongest warriors, sort of like the Avengers, but instead of them being the Guardians of the Galaxy, which you already have the Guardians, they're the Guardians of the multiverse. So whenever there's something that happens, he'll send for them. He went and got T'Challa, who was of course Star-Lord, and he basically was going against Ego to try to free Peter Quill. He grabbed him from there. Because remember, in that timeline, the people, instead of Hondu going, he sent his 2 idiots who brought back the wrong child, and he's saying, does this look like the same child to you? The child Peter Quill's wife. These mofos here grabbed the black kid. They like, well, they all look alike to me. Because they from outer space. So Star-Lord becoming T'Challa becoming Star-Lord was a lot better than Peter Quill, because what had happened is T'Challa was able to talk Thanos from doing what he did. So that means in this timeline, Gamora is still on her planet. Remember, Gamora became a daughter to him because of why? Because he took out half of the planet and let the other half live. So in that timeline, she would never be rolling with him. It's his daughter, the one girl, the machine, but she had blonde hair in this series because her and T'Challa got a thing going on. T'Challa probably broke her back and put in that work. So now that T'Challa did what he did, it changed the whole thing. The universe was functioning a lot better. Now, fast forward to the team. Now, everybody being picked up from their locations. We saw Captain Britain, or Captain Carter. She's really Captain Britain because she's from Great Britain, but it's Captain Carter. She's on a mission with Black Widow. Black Widow is her right hand. And they be throwing jabs at each other. Now, Peggy in this one, I fucks with her on this one. She did a great job because she assumed the role of Captain America, which was the leader. You need a leader. Iron Man wasn't no leader. Iron Man was too self-absorbent to be a leader. It was always, look at what I can do. Black Widow, too much of an introvert. That's me all day. Like, my personality is of her and Hawkeye. That's why I couldn't be a leader leading everybody. I'm too much of an introvert. Thor. Thor is a leader, but of the Avengers, he couldn't be the leader really, because everyone in Asgard follows him because they have to, because that's where they're from. Captain America could lead those guys because Captain America knows that he knows how everybody operates. That's why when Spider-Man got into the Avengers, he led everybody. Spider-Man was the leader because Spider-Man knows how to lead. Spider-Man knows how to take orders and he knows how to give them. To be a great leader, you have to be able to do both. If you can't do both well, you're not a great leader. So in this one, Peggy was the right one. Watcher came and got her. Gamora, he went and got Gamora from another multiverse where she destroyed Thanos. She killed Thanos in that universe. And she created a machine that crushed the Infinity Stones. Now Ultron is running around. So once he gets Carter, He gets Gamora. He also goes and gets T'Challa, which of course is Star-Lord in his multiverse. And then you have Killmonger, who of course they're leading an attack, which is Shuri and the lady and Penny. No, what is it? I forgot her name. Iron Man right hand woman, man. You guys leave in the comment section what her name was. I can't think of it right now. So basically, and shout out to who did it this time, man. Chris C, Everyday Gaming, Nick Jacobs, Detroit T, Unc Frank, Seahawks Jose Rodriguez. Make sure you go subscribe to him. Make sure you go subscribe to Lobo, L0B0, and also Scrub Zero. I love that boy intro. I love that kid, man. He cool peoples, man. That's like a little brother, man. That's like a little brother that I never really had, man. The guy, man, sees a lot of stuff. Go to his page. It's Scrub Zero, SKRUBZERO. Make sure you guys go to the big homie Carcino's page. Subscribe to all his channels. Carcino for Life, Stream Fiend, One Crack News, the Patreon, man. I gotta catch up on the Patreon. He dropped some powerful stuff over there. So make sure you guys go. And make sure y'all guys pray for my friend. He's my friend, they're going through it right now. So make sure that you guys y'all look after her. Say a prayer for her, man. They really tripping. Now, the Watcher has gathered all these guys. He has Doctor Strange, which of course destroyed his universe for some punani. I could have went and got him some more punani. I'm like, dude, I could have got you something else. But that when you love somebody that hard, man, people say I loved once, man. Well, twice, more than twice. It hurt, man, when you ain't with that person no more. And then you gotta get back to normal, doing what you're doing, stuff that you would do with them. Now you can't do no more. That's hurt. So Peggy Carter was the right person to pick to be with to be alongside Doctor Strange. So they had Killmonger, Shuri, and Potts. That's her name, Pepper Potts. Pepper basically and her, remember on the episode of that where Killmonger killed T'Challa and they killed War Machine. He killed both of them. Once he killed them, he assumed control and he was gonna wage war on everybody. And basically they came, Shuri and Potts basically put a hole in his plan, so that messed him up. So he was pissed. The Watcher came and got him. The Watcher was smart, and I see why the Watcher got him. The Watcher knew from the beginning what was gonna happen. So you got Killmonger, T'Challa, aka Star-Lord. You got Captain Carter. You got Gamora, and you got Thor. He went and got Thor from that universe where, the episode before episode 8, was Thor. And basically Thor, just hilarious as he is, just was walking around naive. He was trying to walk off the ship and almost got sucked into oblivion. And he basically just was like, all right, I'll stay here for now. So they basically, got the plan. They went to the planet. Thor, like they all had a drink. Thor, dumbass, just fires excuse me. Just fire his hammer into space. So when he did that, when he shot it in the air in space, Ultron picked up on it and came to that planet immediately to fight. So as they're fighting and everything, they're fighting and they're fighting, and I think they're on Earth, I believe, because remember he destroyed it. So basically they're all going at it now with Ultron. They're fighting him. All of them are holding their own. Star-Lord, aka T'Challa, I'm gonna say T'Challa, basically ripped the Soul Stone from him. Well, the Soul Stone, remember, it creates life. You can create other beings and life and everything. So they did that, which was smart. So when they did that and everything, Black Widow of that time, remember, Black Widow was the only one to survive. So when she survived and everything, you know, that basically was cool because she had the virus to wipe wipe Ultron out, who was controlling Vision. Because remember, Vision really was Jarvis. Jarvis really became Vision, but in the comic books, Hank Pym made Vision. But in the MCU, Iron Man made Vision, which I kind of like it. I'm glad they don't follow the comic book precisely T for T, because it would be a whack ass movie, man. You know, like shout out to Nick, man. Nick said it best. Man, if we just if they would have did it the original way, like Thanos, it would have just been a dude that was a simp. Shout out to Nick. That's a fact. He would be a simp. He would just be a simp ass dude, and you wouldn't even respect his ass. You'd be like, man, get this simp ass dude out of here. So they're all fighting, getting to the end. They managed to get the Infinity Stones off of Ultron. They put it in Gamora's Crusher, and they tried to crush it. But they couldn't crush it because it only works in her universe. It only works on the Infinity Stones in her universe. But see, that was the point. The Watcher wanted that to happen. Because now what happened is Killmonger he took it basically, you know, he basically took it from Ultron. He took the stones, and he was finna, he basically was making a proposition to everybody, and everybody at the end of the day, Killmonger has to understand, everybody's not like you, man. You're bent on vengeance, which you rightfully have the right to be built on, because T'Chaka killed his dad, and his dad died. So he knows who killed his dad. So, but he just wanted power. He wanted to come in, take out T'Challa, and basically say, you know what, I'm the rightful heir. And Killmonger basically took over as the Black Panther. Now, Killmonger was he basically gets into a fight with the Ultron guy, because, well, it's really the guy of Red Skull. It's one of the leaders of Red Skull. Like, he never dies. And like Captain Carter asked Black Widow, like, what, he's still alive? And she's like, yeah, they never died. He just transferred himself to a computer. So basically he took over Ultron. So he was going to take that power. Well, he took over Vision's body, and he was going to take that power and basically do what Ultron was doing. But him and Killmonger were fighting back and forth over the power, because Killmonger basically did something to the helmet. He changed it to match him, so then he could use that power of Ultron against him. And it would have worked. However, it didn't work because Doctor Strange knew what was up. So what Doctor Strange did was lock him into a prison. And Doctor Strange got busy this episode. Now, although I didn't like the first one, I felt the first one was weak and everything. And I give this What If series 3.5 out of 4 stars. I gotta give it 3.5. It's not quite 4 because I say 3.5 out of 4. You know what? Even with that Peggy Carter, man, I'm going 4. I'll say 4 stars. Even though Carter was different, you still might have people who like that episode. You might have some people who like the Thor episode. Thor was funny as hell, man. He was great, man. He was great in it. So, hilarious, and all of that. But I think it's a 4 out of 4, man. But that's just me personally. But if I want to be realistic, what would it be like if I was judging unbiasedly? I'm just biased because I love the comic books and I love Doctor Strange character, and I loved T'Challa, seeing him one last time in a great performance. But it really would be a 3 out of 4 stars. Because I didn't like the Thor episode that much. I think it was okay, but it wasn't great. And also, I say the first episode, Peggy. Now, if that's me being unbiased, I give it 3 out of 4. But me being like personal feelings of watching it, entertainment value, watchability, you probably would go back and watch this past episode 9, episode 8. You would watch 6 and 5 and 4, 3 and 2 is straight. I'm trying to remember which episode was the one with Hank Pym killing the Avengers because of the death of his daughter. So that would be third to last. The Thor episode would be second to last, and then the first episode would be the last best one. But the best episode to me was episode 8. Then I would go 9. Then I would go the T'Challa one. Then I would go zombies. Then Killmonger. I take that back. I put Killmonger's at number 1. Killmonger's episode was genius. How he manipulated everybody and manipulated the system. So, I put him 3. I put episode 8 1, episode 9 I say 2, and then 3 I put Killmonger 2, and then I put the episode 9 3, and then everything else zombies I would put 4. Matter of fact, nope. I'm sorry, man. I would do number 1, episode 8. Number 2, I would do the Killmonger. Number 3, I would do the zombies. Number 4, I would do I would do T'Challa. And then 5, I would do episode 9. That's how I would do it. That's what I would do as the top 5 episodes, and everything else after that. But thank you all for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications on videos. And if you love what you hear, you can donate to the page by Cash Apping me at the word welcome, the number 2, and then HDIITV. And we are having a live stream tonight. This is my day off of working out. I get back to the gym tomorrow. I've already did 2 days, so I say tomorrow I start back for my 3rd day. But tonight we are having the top 10 vocalists. JP, I love your list, but it's 10. We only wanted 10, not 15. We're only going to do 10. 15's a little too much. I'll do a top 10. So we'll do that, and then we'll then tomorrow after I go work out, I'll just I'll do the after I work out, I'll do the top 10 women vocalists tomorrow. Women vocalists. Let me see. I'm trying to get by so I can see if it's a parking spot. This dude taking all damn day. I need to park. parking spot right there. Oh, you parking out. F it. Shoot, F it. So, live stream tonight, y'all, man, and please say a prayer for my friend, man. They're going through it. So, look, please say a prayer, man, because this bullshit, I'm pissed off. I'm more pissed off than they are. Because, well, no, I'm not. They're more pissed off, but I'm just as pissed off because you shouldn't be forced to take the jab. I mean, the poke. So, thank you for listening. Let me know what you thought about What If series in episode 9. We out. Deezy.